Okay, here we go. This is going to be review day 1 for the final. So, review day 1 is going to be the art projects. So, we'll call this one the logo. Now, number 1 is right here. Which quadrant is the Jordan logo located? So, most people know the Jordan logo. There it is. That is in quadrant 2. So quadrant 2. That's the first one. All right. Number 2. What is the measure of central angle UOJ? We know this is 45. You know this is 30 because it's given to you, which means this one right here is 15. So UOJ is 45 plus 15. So that one is going to be 60 degrees. What is the measure of arc UJ? So the arc going from there to there. Well, that's the same as the central angle, which you just found to be 60. So number 3 is also 60 degrees. Number 4. These are bonus questions. How many rings does MJ have? He's got 6. Number 5, how many finals appearances did MJ make in the NBA? 6 as well. He went 6 for 6. Let's do for LeBron and Kobe. So for LeBron, he has 4 titles, but he's been there like 11 times. So LeBron's 4 for 11. Kobe has 5 titles. He lost to the Pistons in 2004, and he lost to the Celtics in, I want to say 2008. So Kobe's got 2 losses. He was 5 for 7. Why is Michael Jordan considered the GOAT? Well, he's 6 for 6 in the finals, 6 finals MVPs, highest scoring average, and a whole wealth of accolades, but Jordan is mainly considered the GOAT because he went 6 for 6 in the finals with 6 finals MVPs. Finish this quote, number 8. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Let's go to number 9. Are triangles A prime, O, N, and V, O, W similar, congruent, or neither? Why? So let's see. This one has a 45 degree angle, another 45 and a 90. VOW has a 60, a 30, and a 90. So they are not the same shape, so they cannot be congruent or similar. So these are neither. The reason why the angles are different. Please name 2 similar triangles. You've got a 30, 60, 90 and a 30, 60, 90. So OUB prime is similar to OVW. So triangle OUB prime similar to triangle OVW because you got the same shape. Okay, 10. What is the slope of A prime O and the length? So for number 10, you got to do rise over run. So rise, it goes up 8 and it goes over 8. So the slope, or M, will be 1. Rise over run is 8 over 8. What's the length? So how could you find the length of A prime O? Well, you've got 8 and 8. So you'd run Pythagorean theorem. So 8 squared plus 8 squared equals A prime O squared. So 64 plus 64 equals A prime O squared. 128 equals A prime O squared. So A prime O equals the square root of 128, which equals 11.3. And lastly, the equation of line VO in point slope form. So equation of VO in point slope form. So the rise is 8, the run is 6, so M is 8 over 6, which equals 4 over 3. A point is 6, 8. Point V is 6, 8. So all you need for point slope is you just got to go Y minus 8 equals 4/3 x minus 6. That would be point slope form for VO. Bonus questions. Geometry is where? Everywhere. Number 12 through 22. Write down 11 questions from the drawing. Get creative. Ask interesting questions. And last but not least, number 23. How many A's do you need to be considered the geometry goat in Fisher's class? You need 7 A's. So 11 is everywhere. 12 through 22 is all you. 23, you need 7 A's to get geometry goat status. Okay, that's the first one. Next up is Jimmy Butler, aka Jimmy Buckets. Okay, which quadrant is Jimmy Butler in? There's quadrant 1, there's quadrant 2. Find all side lengths and angle measures for triangle A, B, C, and D, E, F. Okay? We have the sides 3, 4, and 5, 6, 8, and 10, which you should notice makes these two triangles similar because each one is doubled. So we need to first find, let's do theta. So to find theta, you will say that tangent of theta equals opposite over adjacent, which equals 4 over 3. So if tan theta equals 4 over 3, then tan negative 1, 4 over 3 equals theta. So let's run that. Second, tan 4 divided by 3. You're going to get theta equaling 53 degrees. So theta equals 53. That means the fish is 90 minus 53 equals the fish. So 90 minus 53. That means the fish equals 37 degrees. So that's 37, that's 53. There they are again. So as long as you get 53 and 37, then you're You're home free. You got them all. Okay, number 3. Are triangles A, B, C, and D, E, F similar? Yes, they are. If so, what is the scale factor from ABC to DEF? 2. Because 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10. All right, number 4. Describe the rigid transformations and dilations taking ABC to DEF. So this one I do patty paper. So let's trace ABC. A, B, C. I like to do the measurements as well. Okay. Let me just set this one up again. Hopefully it doesn't bleed. Shouldn't have used green. Oh well. Knew it was going to. No big deal. Okay, so you got ABC right here. I like to get it to a B to E and rotate. And reflect. And then you're going to dilate. So let's run that one more time. Your moves are translate, B to E, so B to E. Your next move is rotate, center E, clockwise 90 degrees, and your last is reflect over EF. That's your line of reflection. And the last one is dilate, center E, and you're gonna dilate ABC, scale factor 2. All right, tough problem. Okay, number 5. Draw point J right there, and B right there. -6, -5, -3, -5. You got to do the hexagon construction to get number 6. Number 7, color in your circle orange and draw a basketball. I already did that for you. What is the volume of this basketball? Well, the volume formula for a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. The radius is 3. So for number 8, volume is 4/3 pi times your radius, which is 3, cubed. So 4/3 times 27 pi. So 27 pi times 4 divided by 3. You're going to get 113.1, we'll say. Okay. Number 9. The 3, 4, 5, and 6, 8, 10 are common Pythagorean triples. Find 2 more. So one easy way you could do that is, what if we just tripled these instead of doubled? So it would be 9, 12, 15 is a good one. That's a Pythagorean triple. And then the other one that I love is the 12, 5, 13. Those are common Pythagorean triples. Okay, number 10. Geometry is where? Everywhere. 11. These are bonus questions. Phil Jackson won 11 rings as a coach, 6 with Jordan and 5 with Kobe. Which offense did he implement? That's the triangle offense. Number 12 is, let's find out where number 12 is. Right here. Right, 2 to 3 principles of the triangle offense made famous by Tex Winter and Phil Jackson. That's on you. So you got to do some research. Number 13, it is now 3-3 Heat versus Celtics after a wild game 6. Who will win the Eastern Conference Finals? Well, I did this drawing on May 27th. And I predicted it right, believe it or not. And I said, hint, Miami Heat. So that came true. Jimmy Butler won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Now, here's a prediction, Fisher prediction. Denver will win the NBA championship. Nikola Jokic will win the Finals MVP. And last but not least, the Warriors need to trade Poole and get a new number 2 player, preferably a big man. Steph and Clay need ring number 5. And Draymond. All right, that was the Jimmy Butler one. Let's move on to the elephant and the zebra. So this one's tricky. Describe the rigid transformation taking O, origin, A double prime G to O, T, K. So we got to describe the rigid transformation. That one's pretty easy. So what you do is you just rotate it 180 degrees counterclockwise. And the points will land right there. So that is a rotation, center is the origin. We went counterclockwise 180 degrees. Okay, number 2, write a rule using coordinate transformation notation for the rigid transformation. So 6, 8 went to negative 6, 8. 3, 4 went to negative 3, negative 4. So your rule is going to be x, y, 2, negative x, negative y. So that was the big move. Number 3, what is the measure of theta, which is right here? So how could you find that? Well, we know this is the hypotenuse. We know this up here is going to be 6 because you have coordinates. And we know this here is 8. So opposite is 6, adjacent is 8. So for that, number 3, you would say tangent of theta equals opposite over adjacent, which in this case is 6 over 8, or 3/4. So we'll say tan theta equals 0.75. That's what 3 divided by 4 is. And then you'll say tan -1, 0.75 equals. So second tan 0.75 equals 36.86. So theta equals 37 degrees. That was 3. So number 4, what is the measure of the fish? Well, you know that these two are parallel lines because we got a coordinate plane that serves as a transversal. You know this angle and this angle are going to be the same. So the fish will also equal 37 degrees. All right. Number 5, what is the measure of arc VN? So you got to find V right here, N. So the arc VN, what's the measure of that? Well, that matches its central angle, so that's 45 degrees. Now, A double prime OG equals 60, which is given to you. What is the measure of arc KZ? So you just have to find KZ. So where is K and where is Z? So we're talking about this arc here. So what's the measure of this arc if we know that this angle is 60? Well, if you know this is 60, you know this is 60 because vertical angles are congruent. Therefore, arc KZ is 60 degrees. Okay, number 7. Which quadrant is the zebra in? Quadrant 1, 2, 3. So the third quadrant. Which quadrant is the elephant in? That's the second. 9. Why would you guess elephants are an endangered species? They are being hunted for their ivory tusks. Those tusks are worth a lot, so they're being hunted for those. Geometry is where? It's everywhere. And that's it for the zebra and the elephant. All right, let's do the wave. This is called the coordinate transformation notation wave. So given these coordinates, you've got A is 4, 2, B is 4, 3, C is 2, 3, A prime right here is 8, 4, B prime is 8, 6, and C prime is 4, 6. So if you notice, all of these were just multiplied by 2. So write a coordinate transformation rule. The first one just says identify these 9 points mentally while coloring in these waves. So just color in these waves and identify these points mentally. What is a coordinate transformation rule for wave 1 to wave 2? Well, xy goes to 2x, 2y. So that's your coordinate transformation rule. Now write a coordinate transformation rule for wave 2 to future wave 3. So the idea here is to draw future wave 3 with these coordinates. But as you can tell, wave 2 goes from 8, 4 to negative 8, 4, 8, 6 to negative 8, 6, and 4, 6 to negative 4, 6. So you notice the x's just changed to negative x, and the y has stayed the same. So the rule for that one is xy goes to negative x, y. That's the answer for number 3. Try your best to mirror wave 2 using points A prime, B prime, C prime. So you would want to draw this. And it's going to be a mirrored image of this wave. Are waves 1 and 2 similar? Waves 1 and 2, are they similar? The hint is to use your answer for question 2. Well, you know that xy went to 2x, 2y, which means that it's a dilation. Specifically, it's a dilation with the center of an origin. So you'll notice that A and A prime connect, B and B prime connect, and C prime connect. And this wave is twice as big as this one. So, for number 5, are waves 1 and 2 similar? Yes. Scale factors 2. What type of transformation is wave 1 to wave 2? Note the specifics next to your answer. Well, I give you a huge hint. Center, scale factor, something to dilate. So it is a dilation. So number 6 is D, dilation. Center is 0, 0, the origin. Scale factor equals 2. Dilating, ABC. So we're dilating ABC, it's going to A prime, B prime, C prime. What type of rigid transformation will wave 2 to wave 3 eventually be once you draw it in quadrant 2? So let's imagine we drew this. It will be a reflection about which axis? The y-axis. So number 7 is a reflection about the y-axis. Number 8, what is something you liked about Fisher's geometry class? I'll leave that up to you. What is something you did not like about Fisher's geometry class? Number 10, geometry is where? Well, everywhere. All right, that's 4 of the 6 drawings. There's 2 more. I'm gonna get a fresh scratch sheet and we'll start with Kobe. And we'll move on to MJ. Okay, here's Kobe. Starts right here, number 1. Draw and label point K, which is at 8 and 2.4. So 2.4 is like right there. There's 8, 2.4. Okay, there's that. That's point K. Hey, thank you. So K is 8, 2.4. B is 12, 2.4. So there's 12, 2.4. Draw a circle, center K, radius KB. Okay, can do that. So what do you need to do here? You need to draw a circle, center K, radius KB. You can do that pretty easily. Create some space for yourself. You don't bump into things. Okay, there's a circle. center K, radius KB. The radius goes from 8 to 12. There's your radius. What is 12 minus 8? Well, that's 4 centimeters. So KB equals 4 centimeters. Draw a circle center B, radius KB, but try to only mark the intersection arcs. Okay? So center B, same radius. Don't even have to change the compass, just mark the intersection points. Label the top intersection point R and the bottom intersection point T. Okay. Continue the regular hexagon construction. Once complete, label the points in order B, R, Y, A, N, T. So, continue the hexagon construction. There you go. 1 point. There's 2 points. Last one. We want to spell it like Kobe spells his last name, so B-R-Y-A-N-T. Okay, number 3 is done. Now we got to draw line segments. BK. Okay, we did that. RK. So RK is right here. YK. YK, YN, BN, AK, KN, KT. Okay, did that. Given BKR is 60 degrees, what's the measure of BKY? Well, you know from this is a regular hexagon. So every single one of these is 60. So BKY is 120 degrees. Since angle BKY, the one we just solved right here, 120, is a central angle, what is the measure of inscribed angle BNY? Well, you learned that inscribed angles are half the central angle, so angle BNY is going to be 60 degrees. Okay, what's the diameter of the circle with center K? The radius is 4 centimeters, so the diameter is 8 centimeters. What's the formula for the circle with center K of 8, 2.4? Well, that's going to be, since all circles are x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared, the formula is going to be x minus 8 squared plus y minus 2.4 squared equals your radius, which is 4 centimeters squared, 16. Find the area of KBR. So we got to find the area of this triangle. Triangle KBR. So we're trying to find the area of this one. So first we got to figure out the height. And we know the base is 4. So the base is 4, so we know that. We have to figure out the height. So if the base is 4, then this is 2. This is 4 because it's a radius. So we're going to say 2 squared plus h squared equals 4 squared. So h squared will equal 16 minus 4. H squared will equal 12. H will equal the square root of 12. Second square root of 12. 3.5, 3.46. Now, your area formula is 1/2 base times height. So that'll be 1/2 4 times 3.46. So you should get an area of 6.92. So 6.92 for that one. Now, what is the measure of arc BT? So here's arc BT right here. Well, if this is 60, because it's a central angle, the arc is also 60. So what's the measure of arc BT? That's 60. What's the measure of angle BNT? Well, that's an inscribed angle with this arc. So this is going to be 30. Okay. Bonus questions. How many titles does Coach Phil Jackson have as a coach? 11. As a player? 2. What 2 numbers did Kobe wear on the Lakers? 8 and 24. Hence the circle center at 2.4 and the diameter of the circle being 8. What book did Kobe author that Fisher has featured in his classroom? Mamba Mentality. Fisher was at Staples Center to see Kobe beat the Celtics to win the 2010 finals. Which ring was that for Kobe? That was number 5. Number 15, geometry is where? Everywhere. All right, there's Kobe. Last but not least, MJ. Here we go. Prove that triangle DEF is congruent to triangle GHI. Well, you're given the 90-degree angle. You know this is 6. Because 6/0 to 12/0 is 6 units. 12/0 to 12/8 is 8 units. So we've got a 6 and a 6, we've got a 90-degree angle, and an 8 and an 8. That is side angle side. You could have also found this to be 10, and this would have been 10 with Pythagorean, and then you would add side, side, side. Okay, number 2, find the measure of theta using tan -1. So, tan of theta is opposite over adjacent, which is 6/8. Opposite adjacent. So tan -1 of 6/8 will equal theta. So, second tan, 6 divided by 8 equals 36.86. So we'll say 37 degrees equals theta. So 37 degrees. Prove triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Okay, so theta, 90 degree, 90 degree, super easy. Angle, triangle similarity theorem. Because you've got the 90 and theta. Find the lengths of GH, GI, and HI. So GH is 6, GI is 8. If you run Pythagorean, you're going to get 10 right here. So HI is 10. Find the length of BC and EF. Well, I know EF is going to be 10 because it's the same. 6 squared plus 8 squared equals 10 squared. Now BC is just Pythagorean. 3 squared plus 4 squared. You're going to end up finding this is 5. So BC is 5, EF is 10. Describe the series of rigid transformations taking DEF to GHI. Best bet on that one is just to use patty paper. So DEF. Don't use kind of pens when you're doing patty paper. So we got to go DEF to GHI. Okay. So I would say go D to G. So translate D to G. Rotate center G until F aligns with I and E aligns with H. So one more time. DG, translation, rotation, clockwise, center G, 90 degrees. There you go. There's a 90-degree rotation. Okay, describe the series of rigid transformations taking ABC to DEF. So let me redraw A, B, C, A, B, C. So we got to go A, B, C to D, E, F. All right. I would say take A to D. Helps to write the lengths in. So there's A to D. And what if we rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise? And reflect over that line segment, which is FD. Then you're going to be here. Wait, that's not going to work. Hang on. Let's reflect it first. Translate. Ooh, we got to do something weird. Hang on. So A to D. Okay. So A to D. We want that 3 to match up with the 6 and the 4 with the 8. So we got to do a 180 rotation. And then you're going to dilate this scale factor of 2. Tough one. Find the measure of angle DEF. Okay, so we already found this to be 37. That means this is 53. Because this plus this is 90, plus 90 is 180. What quadrant is Michael Jordan in? He's in the second quadrant, quadrant 2. Bonus questions. Geometry is where? Everywhere. Phil Jackson won 11 rings, implementing what offense? The triangle offense. Did Michael Jordan ever lose in the NBA Finals? Nope. Who's the GOAT in the NBA? See above, Michael Jordan. Who's the GOAT in the NFL? Tom Brady. What's the equation of the circle with center M? Okay. Now circles are x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So it's going to be x minus 6 squared plus y minus 5 squared. Radius is 2, so radius squared is 4. And that's it. There's MJ. 46 minutes for 6 drawings. 2 out of 6 of these are on the final with 1 more, which you've already seen. So try to think, which 3 am I going to do? All right. Steady, steady, steady. Get ready.